In today's fast paced world, perfectionism has quietly become one of the greatest obstacles to progress. Many of us constantly wait for the right time, or the perfect version, or the perfect setup before we take action. Unfortunately, that wait often turns into a permanent pause. Recently, I've found myself in the exact trap, procrastinating, overthinking, and slowly losing touch with the creative momentum I once had. There have been so many days when I intended to film a video, track my calories, or review German vocabulary, only to end up doing none of those things. Not because I didn't care, but because I told myself it wasn't the right moment. I'd open my tracking app, then shut it. I'd rehearse a few German sentences and then stop because I didn't feel fluent enough. I'd set up my camera to film and then only to close the application convinced that I didn't have the perfect energy, and without the perfect energy or environment the video wouldn't be good enough to post. This is the quiet trap of perfectionism. It convinces you that if you can't do it right, you shouldn't do it at all. But the belief system doesn't push you forward, it just holds you back. In trying to protect ourselves from failing or being mediocre, we end up choosing inaction. And the worst part is, it feels logical while doing it. What I've come to realize is that all we truly need is not motivation, but a system, a reliable progress we can follow even on the days we don't feel like it. Motivation is unpredictable, it fades, it's based on mood, energy, and emotion, all of which fluctuate daily. But systems are dependable, they don't care how you feel, they just ask you to show up and do the work. This idea echoed beautifully in James Clear's book Atomic Habits, where he writes, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." That line struck me hard because I've always had goals to be consistent on Europe, to eat well, to become fluent in German. I wasn't always following systems that supported those goals. I relied too heavily on wanting to feel inspired, but creativity, health, and progress don't come from inspiration alone. They grow from routine, discipline, and small daily actions that compound over time. Now, when I think about filming a video, I try to let go of the idea that it has to be amazing. I remind myself that just sitting down, pressing record, and talking honestly is enough. If I wait for the perfect lighting, the perfect words, or perfect energy, the video may never happen. The same applies to tracking what I eat or sitting down to practice a bit of German. Even if it's 5 minutes, even if I forget a few words, even if I log an imperfect meal, it's better than doing nothing at all. That's what the phrase done is better than perfect truly means. It's not an excuse for carelessness, it's a reminder that progress is more valuable than polish. A finished video that's okay will always be more useful than an unfinished masterpiece that never sees the light of day. A short German practice session is more effective than skipping it because I'm not in the mood. Logging an imperfect meal builds more awareness than pretending I'll start tracking tomorrow. This mindset shift has helped me see value in showing up at 60% instead of waiting to be at 100%. It has also reminded me that the real reason I started doing these things in the first place, not to be perfect, but to grow, improve, and build consistency. Every time I choose action, even messy, imperfect action, I move forward. And over time, that builds resilience, discipline, and confidence. So if you're watching this or reading this and you've also been waiting for more energy, for more clarity, for the perfect moment, let me say this. You don't have to be ready. You just have to begin. Start the video, open your textbook, log your meals, speak the sentence, even if it's not grammatically perfect. The progress will come through action, not hesitation. We live in a world that celebrates flawless results, but the truth is, most great things are built on messy starts, raw drafts, and repeated efforts. No one says the hours of quiet discipline, but those are the hours that shape who we become. Done is better than perfect isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a mindset, a practice, and a quiet rebellion against procrastination. It's the permission to move forward even when you're unsure. It's the realization that every imperfect effort is still a brick in the foundation of your future. So today, I choose to film this video. I choose to show up, and maybe tomorrow I'll do it again. Not because I'm feeling perfect, but because I'm committed to progress. And that's enough.